Do you have houseplants, but are you worried about fungus gnats? Hey everyone, this is Nicole and welcome back to the channel. So I recently moved to a house and I wanted to fill it up with a lot of houseplants. At the same time, I know that buying houseplants at nurseries and different stores often means bringing home unwanted pests like fungus gnats. I've noticed that fungus gnats are especially prevalent in places like Lowe's or Home Depot, where I have seen the employees kind of like overwater a lot of the plants or water all the plants the same, despite the fact that, you know, they have different watering needs. But at the same time, these stores often just have really good prices on plants. For example, I got these enormous snake plants, which I have all around my house, for only $35 each. Whereas at a nursery, I paid about that price for like a tiny one. I know I can get rid of a fungus gnat infestation if I were to have another one, but of course it would just be best to create a scenario where I never have to deal with that in the first place. So what did I do? Well, I decided to fill my house up with plants that, you know, require dry soil, that don't need to be watered that often, thereby creating an environment where fungus gnats cannot multiply. Fungus gnats thrive and multiply in moist soil. They literally cannot reproduce without this factor. So I intentionally bought the following plants. Number 1, snake plants. I have snake plants in almost every room in the house. Snake plants are basically kill-proof and they can survive with very little water and in a variety of lighting conditions, even really low light. I usually just water mine once a month and they are thriving. When I first brought some of these home from Home Depot, they were completely drenched in water because the Home Depot staff very clearly overwatered them. Some of them were even left outside, you know, in an outdoor part of Home Depot where it was raining really hard and they were just completely drenched. I did notice that the snake plants there had fungus gnats in them just because of the overwatering. But what I did is I bought them and I just let them dry out and I didn't water them for a very long time. And the problem disappeared on its own. Number 2, money trees. I love money trees because they're beautiful, they're symbols of abundance, and they also need very little water and maintenance. I usually water mine once or twice a month, and they are all doing really well. Again, with plants that require infrequent watering, fungus gnat infestations are much less likely to exist. 3, succulents. Succulents are another type of plant that barely need water, and when they do, they literally just need a very tiny amount. Cactuses are great too, but I don't have any of those at this point. And number 4, Aloe Vera. Again, Aloe Vera is another type of plant that thrives in dry soil and rarely needs water. Plus, the plant can be used for a multitude of medicinal purposes. I think I have 2 of them right now, but I definitely want to have a couple more. So as you can tell from my indoor plant collection, I don't have to think about watering very often, and I have 0 problems with fungus gnats inside. It's also great because, you know, in the future I can go on vacation and not worry about, you know, watering my house plants for a long time. By choosing to purchase plants that thrive in dry soil, I have created an environment that is not only low maintenance, but also pest-free. So these are a few good houseplant options if you want to avoid creating a gnat-friendly environment. But if you do have plants that require moist soil and currently have fungus gnats replicating in the soil of those plants, don't worry, you can still get rid of them. Be sure to check out this video that I made in the past in which I talk about how I eradicated a fungus gnat infestation that I had last year. Anyways, let me know in the comments what your favorite type of houseplants are, and let me know if you have any recommendations of what I should add to my home. Because you can never have too many plants, right? My fiance thinks I'm crazy because every time I go to the store, I come home with a new plant. Anyway, feel free to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up if you are a fan of houseplants, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day.